The holy man, oh, the holy man, oh, banana, oh, mango, avocado, mango, fruto, the holy, the holy humano, the holy humano, banano, coco, mango, avocado, humano, solo, fruto, a king kong, gorillo, the holy humano, the holy humano, whole foods, holy, the holy humano, the holy humano, humano, fruto, solo, banano, coco, mango, avocado, a king kong, gorillo, a king kong, a grillo, ooh, 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 ooh. Hope everyone is feeling amazing. I wonder how will I show on Facebook right now. I haven't really tried doing a Facebook Live. Peace, guys. I haven't tried doing a Facebook Live here at the house on the beach, so don't really get great Wi-Fi, especially when it's raining on and off. So we'll see how it goes. How am I showing right now? For those who can respond, the response might come too late. If anybody can respond and let me know how am I showing, so I don't waste too much of my energy, I might go into the body is the bank and, cosmic currency and how, we're in energetic debt with ourselves and with life. And this is why most of us, when we find ourselves in challenges, when we are in situations where we don't have a job anymore, or we become, more holistic and we're trying to switch jobs, or we're trying to return to nature and work on ourselves and heal ourselves, you find these challenges because to life, if you haven't been taking care of your body since the day you were born, then you are in energetic debt with all the elements, all the energy, all the life force that are housed within you, if that makes sense. Can everyone hear pretty well? Once I get somebody to respond, I'm going to get off if I don't get somebody to respond. But it seems like some people are still in the room, so I'm guessing. I'll come back live if everything went well. So we'll see how it went. So I just wanted to try it out here on Facebook, see how it goes. Hope everyone is feeling wonderfully amazing. I have amazing things coming for everyone soon. I'm going to create a new like page. Oh, okay, great. I'm showing great. Okay, well, shit, man, y'all gonna make me stay live. Okay, that's what it is. I haven't gave no good live to a Facebook in a minute. And so, a lot of times this is how it is. When I come out of meditation, when I come out of doing my work with self, with life, and getting out of energetic, out of cosmic debt with life, you see, I'm starting to gain my talents that I was born with. I'm starting to gain the mind, the consciousness, the emotion, the mind, the body, heart, and soul. And this is what it's about. You see, the cleaner the body, the calmer the emotions, the clearer the mind, the higher the experience, and the more you get to access of the intelligence, the skills, the talents, the data, the programs, the apps that lie housed within every cell within you, within the DNA, within the organs, within the nerves. You see? And so, I really appreciate those who have gravitated towards I and have, resonate with the transformation as I transform here and shine light from my temple, allowing you to transform where you are. And that is, my offering that goes, whether people share energy with me or not, the posts I make every day, the videos I place on YouTube, the information that I share as I gain the field research, the only wisdom there is, as chemistry is the study of life, natural life, organic natural life, biology, the study of natural life, astrology, the study of the stars, natural life, you see. So all wisdom that exists in any type of truth is a study of life. So when one went out to the fields, if you look at any scientist, if you look at any biologists, any chemists, they have a team, they have investors, and the mothers and children must stay home in the village while they go out into the fields and work on themselves and transform and find those herbs, find those fruits, find the next things in the next plants that we need to evolve our spirit, our mind, and to cleanse our temples, so that we're no longer stagnant human beings, and that's what we don't want to be. And so, it comes with chants, it comes with parables, it comes with songs, it comes with the living word of the living instrument that I am broadcasting, that I am communicating from, that I am exchanging the sacred energy, the sacred breath, and sharing with you all as I share my breath that I've earned throughout the day through, recycling the energy through my inhale, through my drinking my liquids, through eating my whole foods, allowing the mind, the body, and the consciousness to shine, even though we have, been through the flames. As you can see, it takes, and that's what people don't realize, even with myself being so humble, and I'm grateful for being this great. But, as I lost and I chipped my tooth, as I've been losing teeth since I was, 6 or 17, because of the lifestyle I was living then, unconsciously not knowing what I was doing to my temple and to life, as I am life, destroying my temples, and I am now destroying the God and all of what life has gifted I to express as who I am, who I say I am, whatever character I choose to be, or, name the body that I was given, right? So, the more we understand our bodies, the more we understand the rewards that come in the form of people, places, and things on the external, And so what happens is that you have been given a choice, and that's what happens when you see two. It means you're given a choice to choose higher will or your way. And for most of the people of humanity, our way have been to serve things and to serve the material buildings, the corporations, the temples, other than the true temple that you were given, which is your body, your mind, your heart, your soul, and everything that you are, right? And so these are, your talents, your mind, everything that you are. And so when you don't respect this gift, you've been given a choice to build another temple, another business, another corporation, and make it great, and make it pretty, and design it, and make it shine, and make it look magnificent. And it's also a way of happiness, and it's temporary, And so what happens is that most of us have been trained to build these temples, build these mosques, to work on these corporations, and we end up in energetic debt. And so what happens is, just like the football players and most people who have very much of abundance from working for these corporations, as soon as they don't work for it and they haven't saved enough, because they are in energetic debt with life, as quickly that money goes away, in the form of various ways, in the form of thievery, in the form of losing it, in the form of spending it in unnecessary ways because you were drunk. These things happen because you never had the mind and the body and the soul to keep the energy in the first place, And so what happens is that as the holistic movement happens for those shamans, for those healers, for those who truly, felt the wave, the shift of energy, that we all need to be healed from the core of who we are. Those who went out, they found themselves in situations of getting stuck monetarily because we have been in debt. Just about all of humanity is in debt to life, in debt to the oceans, in debt to the stars, in debt to the sun, the moon, in debt to the energies, frequencies, and vibration holding life together, holding you together, holding every cell, every atom, every organ, every tissue, every organism, everything that expresses together, and allowing it to express its expression, And so for the other 7.8 billion species on the planet, they are not in energetic debt. because they have been serving life, giving back their soul, giving back their urine, recycling the fruit, recycling the plants, recycling the animals, recycling life, and obeying their biological natural habitat and biological diet, so that there's order and balance on creation, you see. And so, the more we start to understand the cosmic bank, knowing that since you are the mind, since you are the body, and since your thoughts come from inside, then you are the laboratory, you are the bank, you are the corporation, you are the true vessel. And the more vitality, the more health you have, the faster you're able to manifest what you want, and the faster life is going to bring those things, because you have the fire, you have the energy, you have the vitality to bring it forth, you see. And so, as you start to raise your vitality, as you start to raise your energy, you see, you have to be willing to release those things that do not resonate with the new vitality, with the new energy, with the new vibration, with a new field that's going to protect you from toxins, from parasites, from events, peoples, and things that don't mean well to your growth of who you are, because you're building now a vital force field, and you're also building, you see, with attraction comes the opposite. You can't have one without the other. So as you increase your ability to attract, you see, people forget this, as you want to increase your ability to attract, and you want to increase your ability to manifest, understand that you're also asking for your ability to be able to repel and keep things away that don't belong. And because you have unconsciously reflected yourself as people, places, and things that you are attached to, some of these things are going to be uncomfortable to release. And if you're not willing to release them, then you cannot grow. But if you want to grow, you gotta let it go. You gotta let it flow, flow, roll, roll your boat, roll your boat. If you wanna grow, if you wanna grow, you gotta let it go. You gotta let it flow, roll, roll your boat, roll. So you see, and this is, I'm just giving, and that's what people don't understand too, is that I'm also sharing, my healing journey as I heal. Like, well, you haven't mastered healing yourself yet. You still haven't healed your teeth, and you haven't did all these magical things, right? Well, those things come as, you are a fruit cycling the energy. And this is why many of us don't achieve the healing that we want. I will be able to heal every part of my body, but just like a fruit hangs off of a tree, it must cycle winter, summer, spring, and fall as long as it takes to produce fruit. You see? So many of us don't see the fruit of healing because we are not willing to be disciplined and to season and cycle, just like every plant, just like every animal, just like the stars, the sun, the moon, just like every other natural atom and organism seasons and cycles the energy to produce seeds, fruit, and to produce more life that allows you to express in a more harmonic, orderly manner, right? So the more we rise in the frequencies of life, for there is no such thing as falling, you see. Just like when babies come upside down, they want to show you as above, so below, because what truly happens is that the earth is the crown, you see. We don't understand it, and babies understand it. When you light a fire, I will show you. Most of us know the crown chakra of the highest energy to be purple, but if you look at a lighter, the top of the lighter, the bottom of the lighter is purple, you see, because the soil, the spirit, is the root of all things, you see. This is the true grounding. Your grounding should not be on earth. Earth should be your crown. Earth is your fruit of life, you see. Your grounding is your spirit, you see. Your spirit is the ground, is the soil, which allows mind, body, heart, and all things that branch from spirit, all things that branch from the one consciousness, all things that branch from the one source at the core, all things that branch from the one great shadow, the great portal of life, you see. And so the more you understand that spirit is the root, and to ground yourself in spirit, to ground yourself in your inner voice, in your inner eye, in your inner ear, in your inner sight, in your inner touch, in your inner feel, in your inner thoughts, in your inner stillness, you see, and then move from that stillness into sound, you see, move from that stillness into movement, move from that silence into sound. And so, it's kind of great. I didn't really mean to be live this long. So this is what y'all give. This is what I've been given to Instagram sometimes, and so that, able to, you see, as you are the living ocean, you are a water drop. You have no choice but to absorb, reflect, repel energies that come around you. And so when people come around, I try to make it very, very serious and make sure they understand that, the frequency I carry is not a game, it's not a joke. It's going to naturally repel you. I'm not going to hold back on the things that I think within me that need to be expressed to you, you see, because then that makes me a prisoner of what I feel about the energy in my home, you see. So this is the kind of, heart that you must have. You see, we've been trained on that warm heart, but we haven't been really trained on that cold heart. You see, the warm heart of the moon and the warm heart of the sun and the cold heart of the moon is needed. You see, that warming heart, that compassion, and then that aggression, that strict, that discipline, like, hey, do not violate my vitality and my health, my mind, my body, my heart, and soul, and realize that anywhere you go, you only have one thing to compromise, you see. Everything is oneness. So you being a holistic being, a being full of mind, body, heart, and soul, and emotion, and expression, and imagination, and all the great things that you are, you see, when anybody's asking you to compromise, they're asking you to compromise your vitality, your health, your mind, your body, your heart, and soul. They're asking you to compromise who you are growing and flowering into. And how you accept is your choice. And this is why we end up in the situation we're in, and why we end up in the stresses, why we end up anxious, why we end up, with all these unsettling emotions that we do not like. And thank you, family. And so, for all those, who want to continue to support I and invest into I, this is what helps me focus and helps me be able to get online more. When my rent is paid, when I'm able to keep food in the house and not have to run back out so much, I can give more online, you see, because I am more nourished, I am more vital, I'm not, and I'm always this nourished, but I don't have to go back and forth as much, you see. And it takes for those souls who resonate and see the field man, the field scientist, the field Tarzan, the carbon man, the charming man, the guardian of light, the guardian of the night, warrior of the right things, of the right mind, up in the spine, right on the time, right on time with the most high love and light of life, shining bright like a diamond in the sky, rising. So, I love life. And I am grateful for allowing this energy to broadcast through I. I'm grateful for the tower, for the temple, for the vessel, for the temple, for everything that the I has gifted me to be able to express. Yes. I actually know, I'm trying to see how it is. It's Ho'oponopono, yes. Ho'oponopono, Ho'oponopono, Ho'oponopono. Now I can give you another one. See, the moon we wanted to do, especially for me, for my gifts from nature, for my fruit, mushrooms are fruit. So this is the one I begin from the new moon. It's been a full moon, so new shrooms for you, Goku, Aries, right? You got new shrooms from the stars, the sun, moon. New shrooms for golden, Goku for quick silver, Ryu for diamond, for the higher fire, a live wire on fire, live and on the air. Aries, new shrooms for you from the full moon from the new poo of the moo, coo for the shrooms, new mushrooms for you. you, who you, who are you? From the stars and the sun and the silver, white, crystal clear, diamond, platinum, moon. I'm just a hangman, high and hanging with the you a two a two a blue a cool a two a blue a cool a do a talking in tongue bonga tongue donga longa donga bonga donga 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 ronga padonga. It takes a lot of work, y'all, too, by the way. It takes a what Goku did, formerly known as Samoan, formerly known as whatever the system named him, but is that gave 100% to life. You see, most of us try to divide our spirit life and our business life and our family life and all these lives into different categories, so you're forced to download 20% there, 20% there, 20% there, and so you end up with a little piece of everything. But I put a whole 100% into the spirit of life, into the soul of life, so that I can access 100% of all that I am from the roots. You see? And so this is not accepted among the world. You see, technically, listening to me is illegal. Just think about it. You see, my lifestyle is illegal in the States. It's not legal to live how I live in the States. So that shows you that my consciousness, the heart, the soul, the body, the talents, everything that's within me is supposed to be illegal to be broadcasted on a daily basis in the States. Isn't that something? Crazy when you have the mind to communicate the real deep truth. Oh, God. Meanwhile, people are like, oh, this man, he got the access for energy exchanges, living in nature, trying to live off of other people. People don't realize is like, black people have become the slave that don't want to help Harriet Tubman and don't even realize it. Imagine Harriet Tubman building their way out for everybody to get out, and other slaves like, we ain't gonna help, we ain't donating to that, we working for master, you can work for master too. This is people today. You see how silly that shit sounds? So imagine what happens as shamans go and try to build a path, a healing path through voice, through message, through videos. And meanwhile, every religious organization that exists, every health organization that exists, every type of healing type of place that exists accepts offerings to continue their services and to expand their healing. But you see, when the black shaman, the black holistic man, the black man returns to the hospital, the real hospital, the natural hospital, where there's no one watching over him, you see, it's not accepted. You see? Because that's what the holistic movement was about. It was about returning to the natural hospital. And what you're looking at is people in their hospital bed wherever they are. And so what you're seeing, no matter what you see, whether you feel like, oh, they should have stayed back, and see, look at y'all still sick of this. You're talking to people in the hospital. So who's really sick? You see? You're talking about sick people trying to heal at the hospital. So you should feel pretty bad at home. Talking about all the things that you see in the tropic. Talking about all the people out there trying their best to find their way through this maze of healing through herbs and GMOs and alkaline information we've been getting out there in the fields doing the hard work, the heart work that most of the world is not willing to do because they're just too busy working on another temple, working on another gift that does not lie within them. So, yeah, share this one. See how many guys, see how much love this one gets. And so this is why those, as my kingdom will be built outside of myself when this one is done. And it will be the most magical one on earth because, I understand, being genetically fit for life. What it means to be genetically an alpha and omega all at once. What it means is that, it's my duty as masculine consciousness to develop the strongest mind, to rise up that mountain of consciousness, to develop the strongest mind, the strongest body, the strongest heart. You see, the most impenetrable force of energy like the sun that I can, and to shine that light and give more growth through the new children that will be born, you see. And this is why when you're a man like myself, you will naturally, I don't belong to me, so I can't belong to any woman because I don't belong to myself. And so naturally the women around me will call him the king, and they would want my seed because they understand that seed is the consciousness, the light of new growth of the planet that will flower into the new children, and that they wouldn't want to get another man that has less vital consciousness, less vital heart. It doesn't make sense to open your womb and to have children by somebody who's not going to have a baby that's going to come out, as a sweeter fruit, we would say, at producing more fruit of consciousness, producing more love, more light, more talent, more skill, more of the infinite potential that lies within us all. And so this is the true purpose of life. You see, growth, happiness, thriving, you see, expressing your light from within, the vital energies that you've been given, or choosing to collapse back into that dark space and exist as pure nothingness into a body of light expresses again. Because all that expresses from nothing is a body of light. Whether it's a body of water, body of light, the body called earth, body of light, the body called the sun, a body of light, body of atoms, body of energy. You see? Body called the human being, body called animals, body called plants. These are bodies of energies expressed from the one root, the one soil, the one spirit, the one shadow, the one nothingness, the one stillness, the one formless form, stormless storm, gateless gate, pathless path, a raftless raft, a craftless craft. You see, the middle way. So I have a prize waiting on me in the skies, pearly, silver, golden, diamond prize. And oh, I just can't wait to be king. Ba-da-ba-dum bum ba-da-da-da. Ba-da-ba-dum dum da-da-da-da. You see, the angels play for me all day in my head. Ring-a-ting-a, bing-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ling, and singing, ooh, ooh, you. I hear angel sing-a-ding-a-bing-a-ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling in my head. Ooh, and And I'm the avatar, so sound the guitar for the avatar. Ring, ding, 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 ring, get down for the stars and sun and moon. Get down, boy, get down, 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 get down. I gave y'all a show in a while. Boy, y'all gonna love this. Whoever wants this get shared, they gonna be like, okay, he's not so crazy, right? Guess who made friends with the wind? It's Goku, Ryu. Guess who made friends with the wind in the mountain? And it's so cool. It's so Goku. This fool don't went cuckoo with the new moon shroom. Choo choo, choo choo. A little fun, right? And so it's so much harmony. It's so much data. It's so many words and spells and sounds locked away within you that you call information. You see, that just wants to broadcast and express and be happy. And this is what you see. Health is happiness. Health is about keeping the cells vital and happy and energized so that they can express what life wants to express through you. So you can be the Disney character that you came to play. We're all Disney characters. You just don't know which one you came to play. You're all silly and serious. You all have all these bottle up emotions, and you all came to love on life and storm through it all and settle through it all and shine through it all and all the good stuff. But without, destroying the transformation, the evolution, and the growth to every other plant, animal, being that exists. If we can do it without that, that'd be great. But it's okay, because flames are coming for those who don't, right? By Goku. Because Aries is a mission. Aries, I'm the warrior of light, warrior of the night, a great ape of the great gates. Make way and set the record straight. I'm a great ape. Coconuts and grapes on my plate. Don't forget the day. I'm a great ape. Ooh, 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 and I'm a lion of Judah, Leon de Allah, Legion with the Most High. I got an ally in the skies of the mind. I got an ally up in my spine. I got an ally on my right side. I got an ally in my mind. Shining bright, rising up with the Most High, greatest love and light of life. And I see I'm getting a little bit dehydrated. We use a lot of energy, and so that's what it is. You see, when you are the living instrument of life, you have to stay hydrated, and you will naturally have this glow in your eyes. You will naturally be high. You see, listen to the word. See, most of us don't have a natural high of life because you're not hydrated. Once the body stays hydrated and you live a lifestyle of hydration, of breath work, like almost all of nature naturally does, as their nature, they constantly recycle energy. They eat, they stretch, they breathe, they ground their energy in the spirit of life. They raise their consciousness, and then they repeat and they cycle this energy like all other fruits. And then you could see all that wants to express from you. So you see? And so, the goal is to stay high, to stay hydrated, to stay high and hung off of life, so that the cells are always in this happy mode and you have this glow that baby has have in the eye. You see? Because I got a virus in my iris, and itis for the highest, brightest, nicest, wisest. I'm an artist, a artist is me, the golden brown, silver white, crystal clear, diamond sun in human form. I'm a stormless storm, a lakeless lake. I'm spaceless space. I'm so sweet, a tasteless taste, and ice cream. I'm a craftless craft. I'm a raftless raft, a pathless path. It's me, the 963 frequency, an energy, a vibrancy of the Most High. High and hang me next to love and light all day and all night. A hangman, they see the light and they see the cries. I'm the living word, I'm the earth, a savior to save her, to save mother, brother, father, sister, nature, to save us, yours and ours. The higher fire is me, the soul. A mama's boy, a nature man, a jungle boy and a land man, a sand boy and a sea king, a beach boy and a soul man. I'm a spirit boy, a spirit bum. Here I come. Ba-doom, doom, da doom, boo-da-doom, doom, 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 doom. I'm the one and only golden trump. Bum ba 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 bum. Rat-tat-tat.